since we are young, at a very early age, we get programmed about money. And the programming is the things that we're told about money when we're young. Like money is the source of all evil. Money is hard to come by. Money doesn't grow on trees. So inside our brains, we're programmed to believe that money is not an easy thing to make. And therefore, we're always afraid when, say, for example, an opportunity comes, you think, oh my goodness, it can't be that easy. So I want to challenge you and ask you, what's your program? I want to ask you, and be honest with yourself. How are you programmed? What are the kind of stories you are told when you're young about money? Now, some people are lucky, they're told, yes, money is easy to make and so forth and so forth. And they probably made more money. So you're going to make money, you've got to change how you're programmed. If you don't change how you program, you might even make money, but over time, you're going to lose it. And you've seen this many times over. So first thing is ask yourself, how was I programmed? What kind of stories was I told about money? Because those stories became beliefs about money and how you're going to create wealth. So if your stories were negative, then most likely you not make money. If your stories were positive, then most likely you're going to create lots and lots of wealth. Question you got to ask yourself, or you got to figure out, in terms of where you are, is ask yourself, am I really happy with my money situation right now? And that's the question to you, all of you. Are you okay with your money situation? Are you happy about where you live? If you're not happy about how you live, where you take your kids to school, then it means there's something not right and you need to work on that. And so let me talk about beliefs. Beliefs create something called emotions. If you have a negative belief about money, it creates emotions, negative emotions, for example, fear. And therefore, even when an opportunity to make money arises, you're fearful. You think you're going to lose money. It can't be so easy to make money. And therefore, you let go. I don't know whether any of you can relate to this. An opportunity came and you got scared and you didn't invest. And, later on, you have people make lots and lots of money. Okay, and then you said, I should have done that. So what emotions do you associate money with? Okay, and again, other ways of finding out your associations with money or your emotions with money is like when somebody asks you for money, how do you feel? Are you fearful? Are you excited? Are you one of those people who are angry that somebody's asking you for money? Again, that reflects on your internal picture about money. Can you change all that? Yes, I said you can change that. First is, looking at your programming. The second thing is saying, I want to change these emotions. You make a decision. I want to change the emotions. I want to change my beliefs about money. And when you start changing your beliefs about money, what you're going to find is that you're going to start attracting more money. Because why? Say, for example, you believe, yes, I can make money. Yes, I deserve money. In fact, that's the other thing that people think, that, they don't deserve lots of money. Other people deserve, I don't deserve that much money. So you ask yourself, or you change your programming and say, yes, I deserve to make more money. I deserve to become wealthy, just like those other people, just like Hannah, for example, making millions of dollars every so often. Say, yes, I deserve to make that lots of money. And then ask yourself, what can I do to create that mindset? And the mindset you create, for me, what I've done is that I listen to motivational speakers, not just motivational speakers. I also listened to programs that reprogram your mind. And I'll be happy to share some of these programs that most of them are on YouTube. You can get them for free. You program your brain or your mind so that you are not fearful about money. So those are some of the things I would say, yes, it's going to change you can use to change your money beliefs, because beliefs lead to emotions. Emotions lead to action or lack of action. So you have negative beliefs about money, you're fearful. If you're fearful, you don't take action, and then you get results or no results. Whatever results you get, either results of not having enough money, it reinforces your belief that money is not easy to make. I hope you can relate with this. So, for example, you have a belief that, yes, money is not easy to make. Opportunity comes, you're afraid to take that opportunity. You let go of that opportunity, passes, and then you're broke. And then you say, yeah, I knew from the beginning money is not easy to make. And you retire broke man and you say, yeah, I worked hard for many years, but the system doesn't support me. So those are some of the things I really want to share with you. I don't know how much time I have, Hannah, because I don't want to speak too much and take over the time for other things.
We have about 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, 2 to 5 minutes. Okay, so let me ask you again, if today you're given an opportunity, would you take it? That's the question. And you can type for me whether, if you had an opportunity to make money, would you take it? If you're told that, yes, there's an opportunity to make here money, would you take it? Some people are writing, yes, thank you very much. Yes, I did. Yes, 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 yes. Great. Okay. Now, a lot of people probably ask me and say, oh, okay, what are the risks? What about if I lose money? And I can say, yes, you can lose money. In any investment, you can lose money. Okay, there's no guarantee about money. And some people, yes, will say, no, unless I get a guarantee 100%. There's no guarantee in life. That's one thing I can tell you for sure. And why do I say that? Think about it. Yeah, even your own personal life. In your life, there's no guarantee that you're going to be there tomorrow. When you enter a plane, there's no guarantee that you're going to get to where you're going. But you have faith. You take a step of faith and say, I'm going to give it a good shot and see whether it's going to work or not. That's what I do myself. Okay, and have I lost money? Many times. Have I said I will never invest again? Nope, I'm going to keep investing. Why? Because I know the most successful people in the world are the people who have failed the most. They failed many times, they stood up. They failed, they stood up. They failed, they stood up. And in the process, as they create more positive energy, they attract more money to themselves and become very, very successful. So I want to wish you all in this session, and it's a very exciting time. I've never had such an exciting time, and I'm going to be sharing, if Hannah allows me later on, I will be sharing some of the exciting, what I'm so excited about, especially this opportunity. If you don't see it, then I don't know whether you can see anything else, honestly, because I've invested in many areas. Of real estate, I've done the stock market, I've done so many other things, and I've never seen such a high rate of return like this one. So Hannah, back to you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, James Gitau, Peak Performance CEO and founder on mindset, attitude, and wealth creation from inside. How many of you have enjoyed the session? How many of you have brought in some bad emotion, good emotion, and you started remembering your mom, your dad, and what they told you about money, and your church, and you religious institution, and different things that you heard? Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, so now let's go on. Now that we understand this principle, how do we then make money? And let's talk about a little bit about money, the evolution of money, the latest money currently that exists, and where things are going in life, and where is the money exactly? Now, if you were to make money, you also have to think of where is money exactly right now? So those are what we're going to be talking about. I am going to be the one teaching you the second session, which involves around money. Okay, so ready to go? Ready to go? Great, wonderful. I'm going to bring back James again in a few minutes. Towards the end, he's going to share with us what his own result is like in what we're doing currently. So he's one of our biggest stakeholder, if you allow me to use this word. So he will be sharing with us his results, okay? So we'll come back. So now let's get it on. So we are 20 minutes past. So I'm going to take the next 15 minutes to teach you more about cryptocurrency, okay? How many of you heard of the word cryptocurrency before? So allow me to share my screen at the same time. So I have something visual that you can look at also. Okay. So how many of you have heard of cryptocurrency before? The word cryptocurrency. Okay. You have, okay. All right, so let's talk a little bit about cryptocurrency, what they are, what they stand for, why they exist, what should you worry about them, and how can you make money most importantly in them, okay? So to begin with, the word cryptocurrency, you can write it as one word, cryptocurrency as a full, or you can also write it cryptocurrency, okay? And when you look at cryptocurrency, I want you to understand it from 3 different angles, okay? From the angle of evolution of accounting, from the angle of evolution of money, and from perspective of evolution of internet. So from 3 perspectives: evolution of money, evolution of accounting, and evolution of money. If you heard me, please type it for me on the message: evolution of accounting, evolution of money, and evolution of internet. So that's how I want us to understand cryptocurrency tonight. So let me know if you heard me. Please type it: evolution of accounting, yes. Number 2, from evolution of money, and number 3, evolution of internet. So let's break down each of them. What is evolution of money? And what is evolution of accounting? And then what is evolution of internet? So when you think about money itself, the first evolution of money, I want to let you watch this video. Okay, evolution of money. So you can see my screen, right? Let me know if you can see my screen. I'm going to let you watch this video for a moment to show you what the evolution of money was. Okay, great. So let me do this and tell me if you can see. Good, evolution of money. Let's have a look at this video. Cannot see? Okay. So sorry, let me move it. I'm sharing my, all right. You let me know, okay. Let me know if you can see it now. Where is my chat? Okay. I'm looking for my chat window. Where did it go? Where did it go? Can you, James, can you see the video?
Yes, Hannah, we can see.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay, great. So have a look at this video about evolution of money.
Yeah, reduce the volume. Maybe eating.
Raymond, I think your voice on your side. Can you mute yourself? Thank you. All right. So let me cancel this one. Evolution of money. All right. Okay. I'm going to go to my page. Okay. Now I don't know where to put my screen full. Where am I? Anyway, so let me know if you, I need to stop sharing. Okay, great. So could you please share this video on the group? Yes, I will do that. Perfect. So now what the point of the fact is, money has been evolving. That's one thing that you can understand from the story. The first stage of money was barter trading. Then we moved into gold, and then we moved to coin. Then we moved into paper money, and paper money also exists in a form of digital money. And then we now move to what is known as cryptocurrency. So when you look at the evolution, what you see is money has been changing from one thing to another thing, okay? When would be the Bitcoin? So money has been moving from one thing to another thing. So that's one way to understand cryptocurrency, is from evolution perspective. And one of the things that you will notice from each stage of money from one thing to another thing is each money, from barter trading all the way to the money that we're using currently, whether it's a paper money, whether in the form of credit card, PayPal, or in the form of paper itself, it requires one thing known as trust. So it's based on you and I trusting government, central bank, or anything that is a central body, which is outside of something that controls it. So that's one thing that you want to keep in mind. The second way to understand cryptocurrency is from evolution of internet itself. Now, let me ask you a question. When you open first time, you start using internet, what did you use internet for? What did you use internet for first time? First time. When did you start using internet, and what did you use internet for? You used it for email. Some people start using it for research. Some people start using it for Google. I started using internet for the very first time for email. I remember that was in 2002. In 2002, when I was still a college student, I used internet for email, and I opened a Yahoo email. And for a long period of time, I thought internet was all about email, nothing else. It's much, much later than I get to understand there is other use for internet. So when you and I were using internet for email, for WhatsApp, and for Facebook and things like that, we're using internet for information, right? We're using internet for information. Right now, let me put this one high. Right now, internet is not only used for information, it's also used for things of value, for example, such as money. So the other way to understand cryptocurrency is how internet has been evolving from the stage where internet was used only for information, now moving to internet being used for things of value, or money in this case. The third angle to understand cryptocurrency, help you with me and you understand what I'm talking. The third angle to understand cryptocurrency is to think of the evolution of accounting itself. So I want you to look at this video in terms of understanding the evolution of accounting itself and understand cryptocurrency evolution from that perspective. Ready to go? Tell me if you're ready, type 1, and then I will share with you the second video that I want you to watch on evolution of accounting. So you understand cryptocurrency from all the three angles. Wonderful. So let me share the video. Okay, evolution. You're going to have fun with this video also. All right. That's not what I signed up for.
Oh, how time
That's
flies
right.
when you have the most intelligent tool at your fingertips. What an invention!
Raymond, can you confirm with me if you can see?
Yes, Hannah, I see evolution of accounting. Is that right?
Okay.
To think that I, who would protest my ways too much, was opposed to this fine marvel. This indeed is Renaissance, a revolution. My work now flows like a springtime brook. My ink hath not dried out once, and my pigeons have never been busy. And now I have time to work on my music. My challenge any man to invent a better way.
I've always been a pen and paper kind of cat. Always been quick with the numbers, see? Always had a knack for it. So when my pal Charlie Randall told me about this new contraption here, I naturally told him to scram. That funny old coot's always looking for the next best thing. Pipe down, Charlie! But once I saw Margie Dixon upstairs clattering away at this thing, I reckon I had to give it a try, and I tell you, I never looked back since. I just pull the lever here, punch in the numbers and stack them up, then pull the other lever, and it's a cinch. I know the real McCoy when I see it, and this thing is the bee's knees as far as I'm concerned. I challenge any guy or doll to come up with something better.
At first I thought, who needs change? I have my system and I've been using it for a while, so why rock the boat? And then I thought, Betsy, you've got to get with the times. Get hip, man. Get groovy. So I got a one-way ticket on a bus to progress. And here it is. Imagine a machine that can think all on its own. It's like a crystal ball of genius with buttons. And it's so small. It's far out. What will they think of next? If there's something better, lay it on me.
I'm one cool dude, but even I had my doubts about riding this wave of the future. But I have to say, business really started rocking once I got hoppy with the floppy. Holds over 1 megabyte of data. That's like 6 tax reports on this little piece of plastic. Saved. Radical. And I could take it anywhere, just like my tunes. I gotta tell you, I would love to party with the dude who thought of this. No one can do it better.
I'm very left-brained. I like my organization. I like sitting at my desk. Until now. Why? Have you heard of Wi-Fi? No wires. I'm here, and now I'm here. My whole life is on this thing, and now it's on the go just like I am. I know what you're thinking. Data backup, right? All my records, safe and sound, wherever I go. Look at me go. Woohoo, I'm here. Now I'm here. I'm here. Ah! I dare you to think of something better.
All right. So basically, again, we come back to evolution, right? Okay, right. Yeah. So the evolution of accounting and how things has been changing. So when you think of accounting, the first stage of accounting, anybody that is an accountant here can back me up. The first stage of accounting was single entry. So it was just like debits and credits. There was nothing else. That was the first stage of accounting. And then we went to the stage of like double entry, right? That added asset and liability on top of credit and debit. And then now we are at the stage where we are using triple entry. So which is now a recording is being done on a system called blockchain. That's where cryptocurrency comes in. So when you think of accounting, accounting is what? It's about recording, right? So cloud accounting has been, yeah. So we do recording. So when it comes to cryptocurrency, you can also understand it from the latest form of recording transaction or things of value. In this case, recording is done by using something known as blockchain. If you heard of a word called blockchain, that's basically what it does for cryptocurrency. It does recording for it does record for things of value. On this case, for cryptocurrency, it does record, Bitcoin. Now, the first cryptocurrency that was launched in 2009 is called Bitcoin, known as Bitcoin. And the first blockchain that was invented by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2009 was to record a transaction around Bitcoin. Okay, so I don't know if you heard me. So the first cryptocurrency is known as Bitcoin. And the first blockchain, which is basically to do recording, was invented or created by a guy called Satoshi Nakamoto in order to record cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin. So let me know so far if it's clear. So when you think of cryptocurrency, think of all these different evolution together. Now, when you want to use cryptocurrency, you cannot use cryptocurrency without internet. So it's like you cannot use email without internet, right? You can have email address, but you need to have internet for you to use cryptocurrency. For you to use email. It's exactly the same thing. For you to use cryptocurrency, you need email. So now between the two of them, between internet and email, what's bigger? It's obvious, right? Internet is bigger than email. Exactly the same thing between cryptocurrency and blockchain. What is bigger? Blockchain is bigger, because without blockchain, you can't actually use any. You can't use cryptocurrency in general. Okay, so far clear? Can we move on? Now, the first cryptocurrency is Bitcoin, but since 2009, after Bitcoin, there are other cryptocurrency being invented, okay? As you probably know, cryptocurrency, the first cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, invented in 2009 with a few things in mind. Number one, to make transaction faster, cheaper, and much, much better. And Bitcoin is limited in supply. So meaning the total supply of Bitcoin is only 21 million. It cannot go higher, it cannot go low. And that's done because in order to reduce inflation and to have oversupply of money in the market. And Bitcoin reduce in supply every 4 years. So you probably know all these things because you've been following it. I mean, probably following Bitcoin for the past, I don't know for how long. I mean, it's right now everywhere Bitcoin is being talked about. So now while Bitcoin is there, other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin have been invented also. Anything that is not Bitcoin is known as altcoin. And in this case, today, what we're going to introduce you more is a cryptocurrency called Bitcoin Vaults, okay? Bitcoin Vaults. You can type it for me if you understand what I've been saying so far. It's Bitcoin Vault. It's one of the cryptocurrency that was launched in 2009, December. And since December up until now, the first time when Bitcoin was launched in December, the price of one Bitcoin Vault was just $1. Just one USD on the same day. It went to $5. And today the value of one Bitcoin Vault is staying at over $350 to $350, a price of one Bitcoin. I'm in Bitcoin Vault. Now think of this. If you heard about Bitcoin Vault December 2019, and you spend $1,000, maybe 1,000 Rand, and you purchased Bitcoin Vault, on day one, you could have purchased 1,000 Bitcoin. Today, if you cash it out, if you have done nothing and just kept a Bitcoin Vault and decided to cash it out today, you could have been cashing out 1,000 times $330. So you would have been that much richer. Now, Bitcoin has a lot of big features. We'll come to that one in a minute. Right now, what we're going to be introducing you is in how to take advantage of this cryptocurrency called Bitcoin and what you need to do in order to participate in it. So we'll come back to that one. So now when you think of Bitcoin, there is something called cryptocurrency mining, okay? Cryptocurrency mining. Now, every cryptocurrency is recorded on blockchain, and that recording work is done by people or computers known as miners. So it's something like this, like, you know, accounting is recording, right? So you have a book that records everything, and you have another book that records everything. So basically what happens with miners is this books that does recording of every transaction is being distributed all over the world for them to do a bookkeeping. And people or computers that are keeping the recording are called miners. In this case, it's not people sitting down and recording, it's actually computers around the world doing every recording as transaction happens. Now, for doing that, miners get rewarded, get compensated, get paid to do it. And so if you decide to be a miner, you know, be a bookkeeper, basically, record transaction, update transaction, and make sure that you do the work, you can get paid. You can actually make money. But the problem is, if you were to do it on your own, you can almost be sure that you cannot be successful or you cannot make money. Why? It requires a huge facility. The next speaker I'm inviting you is going to talk to you about more about that. It requires expertise. It's very capital intensive. You need to have like really good electricity deal and so forth and so on. The next guy that I'm inviting is a very technical person who will be explaining to you. So cryptocurrency mining is very profitable, but if you do it alone it actually is not profitable. So let's invite the second speaker to explain to you what cryptocurrency mining looks like in actual term. When we talk about the accounting, the recording, the guys that are all over the world keeping the books and doing recording looks like, and what does exactly Bitcoin cryptocurrency, Bitcoin Vault cryptocurrency mining in general, or Bitcoin mining in general looks like. And Raymond, engineer Raymond from all the way from Kenya, he's an engineer, very technical guy. He has been to our Bitcoin mining facility that we're going to be teaching you more, because the session of this program is called Pointers about Bitcoin mining. So he will be taking us through on what exactly cryptocurrency mining is in his experience of visiting a Bitcoin mining facility. Raymond, please, up to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hannah. Really excited, to chime in now and talk about the mining part of things. So thank you so much, Hannah. Thank you so much, James. That was really fantastic. Now, let us go back in time. I hope you can see what I'm about to share. So, the fastest equipment in the market in 2016 that was used for Bitcoin mining, known as an Antminer S9. Today, of course, things have changed. Just like your smartphone, I'm sure you don't have the Nokia 3310 anymore. You have upgraded. So when it comes to mining, there are really two variables that you want to look at for you to be profitable. Number one is the cost of electricity. For your information, the latest equipment in the market like this one is running or consuming about $10 worth of electricity per day, ladies and gentlemen, for one machine. Now, last year in the month of July, myself and Hannah and my good friend Zolani, we visited a mining facility over in Kazakhstan, just to look at the latest, mining farms. And what you see right there, this is called a substation. This is, for you to run a mining farm, you need lots of electricity. And we just went on a tour just to have a look at, how things are. Kazakhstan is a very beautiful country, by the way, and I'm so impressed. What you are seeing right there was called Mining City 2. This was an installation that was under construction during our visit in July last year. This is running on 50 megawatts of electricity. That is a lot of electricity. So I'm so happy to show you that it's now ready and complete. Maybe I should just run a quick video to show you a professionally run mining facility, how it is operated. Let me just share this video very quickly, and you will see. So when you hear somebody wants to do mining, in the early days, you could have done it, using your laptop, using your computer. But right now, the competition is so high. So let me run a clip that runs for less than a minute for you to see a professionally run mining facility right now. Let me just play this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have seen a professionally run mining facility that we went over to see. If you wanted to set up something similar, you better have at least $50 million just to set it up. But the cost of electricity is going to, of course, be a huge burden. So MineBest, which is our technology partner right now, is running at least 150 megawatts, of mining farms, which is very, very impressive. That is more electricity than is being consumed by a country like Burundi or Malawi, so it is not a small amount of electricity that is needed and required to run an operational, a successful mining operation. Now, for mining to even make more sense, I like being very practical. I'm sure most of us who are listening here today, we've had the privilege of using our Visa cards. Now, think about it for a moment. You go to a supermarket, a point of sale, you give out your card, and then you put in your PIN. In those few seconds as you're waiting, what is Visa or MasterCard or PayPal doing in the background? They are simply verifying to see whether you have sufficient funds to cover the transaction you're making or not. Now, those who are doing cryptocurrency mining are doing exactly the same thing. We are simply verifying transactions involving Bitcoin if you are mining Bitcoin. If you're mining Bitcoin Vault, of course, you are verifying transactions involving Bitcoin Vault. So this is the public ledger that Hannah was talking about. And you can see it is being updated real time. And of course, this is going on worldwide. So mining, think of it as, how we normally swipe our Visa cards. For those of us who like using mobile money, this is similar to what the mobile telephony providers are doing for us. So mining is simply verifying transactions involving cryptocurrencies. And of course, for you to invest in a mining farm, you need millions of dollars. Now, fortunately, the industry evolved from solo mining in 2012 and started something known as pool mining. Pool mining is where a lot of like-minded miners like all ourselves here, we all get together, we buy lots of miners, we run them jointly, and then we share the rewards of whatever we generate from the mining. So that is how mining works. And of course, everybody receives rewards according to the number or the capacity of mining that they have contributed to the pool. So I hope, Hannah, that is straight to the point. As engineers, we don't like wasting a lot of time. Go ahead, Hannah.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much, Raymond. You'll be coming back again in a minute. Hope you guys are good. Let me know if you are so far gaining some value, your understanding. Just let me know, express on the group, and then I'll carry on to the next one. So right now, what we're going to show you is, now that you understand cryptocurrency, now that everything has been evolving and it's nothing really surprising. And now when you think of cryptocurrency, you have Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Zcash, and so forth. And among them comes Bitcoin Vault. Bitcoin Vault is the latest, what we call the newest kid on the block. It's one of the cryptocurrency where you can cash out massive amounts of return from it because it's in the early stage. If you found out Bitcoin in the past, for example, 5-6 years ago, and you got involved in Bitcoin, something called mining, you could have been making yourself a fortune, because every single person I know that got himself or herself in Bitcoin mining 6-7 years ago have become truly successful. So if you haven't been involved in Bitcoin mining in the past, say 6-7 years, that means you lost it. You missed out on many making opportunities. And unfortunately, I can't blame you, because you probably didn't hear about it, or maybe you heard about it, you had doubts, you didn't believe this is true, it's completely new, it's confusing, and you knew people who lost money, you were scared for so many reasons. Now, Bitcoin Vault has come in to actually give us a second chance for you and me to cash out massively by participating in something called Bitcoin mining. Now, how do we then go into Bitcoin mining? So when you think of Bitcoin mining, just think of exactly how gold mining works, okay? Like think of gold mining, exactly that. The only difference here is when the mining is done, you're not receiving in the form of rand or dollar or shilling, but you'll be receiving the reward in terms of the currency itself. In our case, as cryptocurrency called Bitcoin Vault. So now Raymond have shown you what the value of cryptocurrency Bitcoin Vault has been so far. Now, how do you then mine Bitcoin Vault with us? So I am going to show you how you get involved and how you mine cryptocurrency. So the company that is giving us the opportunity in order to mine cryptocurrency called Bitcoin Vault is called Mining City. Mining City launched as a project in 2018, and the CEO of the company, the founder of the company, his name is Greg. I can't pronounce his name correctly, to be honest with you. He's a Polish guy, a previous marketing director, has a background in TV sales and marketing to corporate companies. And he he's the CEO of this company, Mining City. I'm just going to log into one account to show you what I'm talking about. And so allow me 1 second. So Mining Cities, I love to show you exactly by showing you the different products. And okay. So basically, when you participate in Bitcoin mining vault and Bitcoin vault mining in Mining City and start your journey in collecting it, Mining City facilitates your journey. Okay, so they have pretty much everything set up on your behalf. And what Raymond explained, Mindbase behind this company, professionally run the mining facility. You and I don't have to worry about it, don't have to understand anything. We don't have to worry about electricity, water, and hiring employees, connecting the machines, and so forth. Every single thing has been run professionally on your behalf, on my behalf, through this company called Mining City. So how it works is this way. So when you come into Mining City, you purchase your mining package. We call those ones plans, okay? And the plans are packaged in a such a way that it kind of accommodates everyone. People who are in a higher level, in a lower level, people who are just starting, who don't really have much, pretty much everybody is covered. And we call these things plan. So let me give you a scenario. For example, you decided to purchase this plan called gold plan. So what does that gives you? I just want to give you one scenario. The gold plan gives you about $4,200. You can convert this in your own currency and understand what that is in a local currency. What do you get when you pay this money to Mining City to mine Bitcoin Vault on your behalf? What do they give you in return? They give you 1,100 days mining contract. So in other words, you have guarantee to mine Bitcoin Vault for the next 1,100 days. That's about 3 years. And they also give you guarantee this amount of power for you to be able to collect your Bitcoin Vault every single day. So that's the rent power that you're renting. So computer scientists will call it like you're renting hash power. It doesn't really matter. You're renting power in order to collect the coin. And from the time, let's say if you pay today, it starts exactly 10 days. 10 days after, every single day they pay you reward in Bitcoin Vault. And you can see now in the next 6 hours and 6 minutes, 40 seconds, I will get paid for today based on the plan that I have. So I own a platinum package on this account. I have multiple platinums accounts. I have a platinum account on this one. They will pay me for my platinum account because I own I'm renting 138 terahash per second. And whatever this power allows me to mine today is going to be paid in 3 hours. Payment is reflecting every 24 hours. There is no third party you have to go through. There is no notice that you have to give. Withdrawal is instant, like work 24 hours after you request withdrawal, everything is approved. You can withdraw, as far as I know, as little as $10. You can do that. Now, what do you do with this? What do you receive? So as you can see, if I go to my wallet, all my rewards that comes from my mining, so you can see here, it says mining, right? So all this mining reward that comes every single day, okay? Every single day. So please type for me on the chat message every single day. I really want you to understand. I want this to sink in for you. The power of getting paid every single day, every single day. We call this in South Africa, every day is a payday, like every day is a payday. That's basically what it is. You get paid every day. Now, what do you do with this money? What do you do with this money? You can go to the market. So with an exchange called CoinHill, for example, one of the exchanges, this coin is listed in so many exchanges. And if you go to BTCV, go and type BTCV, you will see what the value is. The highest is 141 USD, as you can see here. So you can send it to your exchange, convert this into your own currency, rand, pound, euro, dollar, whatever currency you're using, go in the market, buy milk, bread, pay rent, pay petrol, pay electricity, pay your mortgage, pay your insurances, do whatever you want to do. Or you can keep it, accumulate it, and convert it at the higher value much, much later. Let me know if this makes sense. Let me know if this makes sense. So basically, that's what's happening in Mining City. You simple. You purchase your plan, okay? Any of the plan that you see here, you wait 10 days, 10 days after, every single day for 1,100 days, Mining City will share your mining rewards every day into your Bitcoin mining, Bitcoin Vault wallets, which is set up upon registration when you set up your own portfolio here. And then after, every day, what you do is collect your rewards and go and cash it out if you want to, or just accumulate it. Okay, so that's basically what Mining City is offering as a reward. What happens after 1,000 days? The contract expires. Okay, so after 1,000 days, the contract expires, and then you can purchase additional power. All right, now the next thing I want to explain to you is, now that you understand cryptocurrency, now that you understand cryptocurrency, you can understand it from three perspectives: from the evolution of internet, from the evolution of accounting, from the evolution of money itself. And money has been evolving and, evolved and went to the stage where we are now, cryptocurrency. The first cryptocurrency is known as Bitcoin, but after Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies has been invented. Among those other cryptocurrency, Bitcoin Vault is the newest kid on the block. The advantage with Bitcoin Vault is for you and I, for those of you who are interested in acquiring wealth, this is what James was talking about. It gives you the opportunity to cash in because it's still very early. This coin was only launched last year, December. The potential of this coin is unlimited, massive, massive, massive. If you've been following Bitcoin for the past 10 years, 11 years, like when I got involved in both my first Bitcoin, I purchased my first Bitcoin at $250. Today, the value of one Bitcoin is sitting over $9,000. So how Bitcoin Vault is going is exactly the same way. So you have the opportunity to come in now and cash out before the mass find out. Let me know if this makes sense. Type 1 if it makes sense, and type 2 if it doesn't make sense before I bring in my next speaker. Okay, great. Great. I want this to make sense, especially for the new people. Now, let's talk about results. Are they people who are making money, real money? What did they do? How did they do it? So the first person I want to bring back is James himself, the wealth coach. Let me know if James is ready. And he's going to tell us what did he do exactly in Mining City. So James, if you're around, let me know. And then please switch off your camera so our guests can see you and listen to your story also, on how you started mining in Mining City, what the results are like for you, why you decided to participate. There you go. We have George here. We're here? Great. Okay. So George, when did you start Mining City and why did you start it? And what's the result has been so far, please?
Well, Hannah, thank you so much. First, let me say thank you to Raymond. Can you hear me, Anna?
I can hear you. I'm trying to see your picture. I don't know why I can't see you.
Yeah, it's when I try to click on video, it says you have to connect me. You disabled me.
Okay, I didn't. Raymond always mess up my account, so it's not me. It's Raymond.
It must be Raymond. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. There you
Oh,
go.
there I am. Okay, and I see myself. Okay. So Hannah, I was just saying. First, I must say thank you so much to you for having introduced this opportunity to Africa. And of course, to my friend, my dear friend Raymond, who introduced me to Bitcoin in the first place in 2016. And then later on, he brought to me the idea of Mining City, and thereafter, Bitcoin Vault. And what happened is that my late wife first took up, was the one who was running the accounts of Mining City. And I wasn't paying too much attention until she passed on. And then I was figured, let me look at our investment. And, we had put a little bit of money there. And when I looked at it, I said, oh, wow, it's done pretty well. However, Bitcoin Vault hadn't come into the picture. And in Feb is when I checked and I saw I'd gotten some coins, as bonus for having bought a couple of gold plants earlier on. And I said, this looks interesting. And I saw there was money and I said, looks interesting. Feb is when I paid attention to Raymond, more attention to Raymond when he was telling to me about the vault. And when I looked at what the figures were, I noticed, that the coin had started at, I think, $1, and then to the time he was talking to me, it was about $20 thereabout. And I thought, that's a pretty good growth. And for me as an investor, I look at growth, the potential of growth. So when I looked at the growth, I saw it was a reasonable curve. It was upward for about 2 months. And I said, I'm going to take some 2 Bitcoins from somewhere. And I said, I'm going to risk this for initially just as to purchase the coins. And Hannah, I purchased, bought 2 Bitcoin. I mean, used 2 Bitcoins to buy Bitcoin Vault. I'm looking at my account right now with Conville. That account has 35 Bitcoins worth from 2 Bitcoins. It's now worth 235 Bitcoins. Okay, I can't believe this. We're talking about Feb to this time. And also got interested. I said, we'll put some more money in the Bitcoin Vault mining. And I have an equivalent of about 30 platinums. Because I've got different packages, but the equivalent of the power, the hashing power I have is over 4,000. So that's roughly 30 platinums. And I must say, really, I mean, if anybody, I must repeat this, if you can't see this one, I don't see what you can ever see. Because a growth of more than 17,000% for me, it's incredible. It's incredible. So what's the potential? Again, let me just also share this, what I look at also when I'm investing. I look at the potential. How do I look at the potential? For this particular one, I looked at what's the hashing rate? How many people are going into it? And I may not have all the technical details, but I want to see who is investing in this. And I see, people are putting in a lot of power into this. The hash rate has moved from, I guess, almost 0 in December to over 9 exahash.
That's right.
In about 7-8 months.
Correct.
It took Bitcoin, I looked at the hashing power of Bitcoin. It took Bitcoin 9 years to move from 0 to 8 exahash.
That's right.
Now, I would be a fool not to put in money in this. So for me, I'm betting big time on this one. And trusting that it's going to work out well.
Amazing. So let me just ask you before you go, James. I know you are more of like an investor type, and you invest in things that make sense to you as a wealth coach, obviously. Now, I mean, you invested in property and other asset classes across. So how would you compare it to other, I know we're not allowed to call it investment, and it's not an investment per se. However, how do you compare it to other areas where you can generate rewards or income?
Yeah, Hannah, call them vehicles of investment, vehicles where you earn some wealth, right? Because there are many vehicles that can take you to financial freedom. There's no comparison, honestly. I mean, I do a real estate all over many countries, and there's no place you can get this kind of return, okay? Real estate, you're getting about 4% if you're lucky now with this COVID-19 matters. I've got some apartments which are empty and nobody's moving in, worth a lot more money than probably what I've invested in Mining City, getting almost 0%. While this one, I'm not talking to anybody, no tenant, nobody's telling me that, the roof is leaking or anything like that. And getting a good return on it.
Unbelievable. Thank you so much.
So you can't compare. If you look at bonds, in Kenya, you look at bonds, you're talking about 8%, 7% return per annum. Okay. So there's no comparison. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, and thank you so much for bringing this opportunity. Yeah, appreciate it.
Just before we close, to close for us with the right mindset for us before we finish. So, but for now, thank you so much. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I hope you guys are okay. Did you hear how much terahash James Gitau owns? Over 4,000 terahash per second. That's how much power he owns around, you know, through different accounts. And so the person who brought you in obviously will explain to you how it works and what do you need to do and so forth and so on. So now I want to explain to you. So this is basically George, who is not necessarily, like he said, he doesn't have to talk to anyone if he doesn't want to, and you know, he doesn't have to worry about calling, making phone calls, you know, inviting people and things like that. Just his money working for him and collecting more coins in Bitcoin vaults. Now, how many of you would be interested and would like to know, okay, if this is how much I can get paid, I don't have money like George, you know, I don't have a lot of money like he has to purchase 4,000 power. Is there a way where I can start with $600, $1,000, but still use some of my skills, my time, my efforts, and still grow massively? How many of you would be interested if there is a way like that? Let me know on the chat message if you would be interested to know that I'm not like James. I don't have that much money to say I'm going to just dump this amount of money and let my money work for me while I'm doing other things. But I do have $600. I do have $1,000. I do have $2,000, $3,000 that I can buy mining share in Bitcoin Vault and let that work for me. But at the same time, I want to make massive giant money by doing some work. Is there a way to do like, how many of you would be interested to know that? Wonderful. The next person I'm going to bring back is also somebody who does both. Okay, Raymond, Engineer Raymond again. Our technical guy is a long friend of mine. We've done different businesses together. We have come a long way and we will definitely go a long, long way. We are like family, very close. He's somebody that I call my best friend, not just business partner. And we do this, I do whatever I do, he does. So we both work together in this business by doing some work in Mining City, what we call marketing and sales promotion to maximize our income potential. So Raymond, how has it been? Like, what makes you give up on your engineering profession? I mean, you are somebody that we call in Africa, highly educated. For a lot of people are people that want to be like you, you know, like growing up, what do you want to be? I want to be an engineer. I mean, you traveled across the globe, you studied in different countries, you acquired so much experience. You're not like me, who is a dropout of computer science and who didn't know what to do, and this is the only thing you have. So you had options, but you decided to build your business on this platform. How has it been going for you and why?
Thank you so much, Hannah. Of course, you know, for me, as a father, you know, as a husband, and, you know, as a breadwinner, the bottom line, Hannah, is that you need to provide to your family. You need to provide the best for your family. So we go to school, we do all that we were taught by our parents. With what end result? With a result of, you know, wanting to provide better than what perhaps your parents did for you. So for me, I think, as you have said it, as I'm very grateful that I traveled, you know, to many countries. I've been well exposed. And of course, at the end of the day, Hannah, for me, what matters most is the results.
Right.
Of course, you know, when you go and work and you do all these things, you're really, it all depends on your effort. There is no power of leverage. Now, I normally use this example, and, you know, a lot of people find it very painful, Hannah, is that all of us have SIM cards, you know, on our devices. I came to learn very painfully, Hannah, that whoever sold me my SIM card, someone I don't know, is enjoying 4% of any amount of money I have spent buying airtime from the day, you know, I bought the SIM card. And the same for all of us. Now, when you think about that, you know, it is very painful. But, you know, at the same time, it is very inspiring because the opportunity was available to everyone. When most of the mobile companies were starting off, you know, the opportunity was availed to every person, but very few people, Hannah, saw that opportunity. And they went to work. They invested some little money and they sold SIM cards and sold SIM cards and sold SIM cards. I remember meeting one such Safaricom, the biggest mobile telephony provider here is called Safaricom. I remember meeting such a Safaricom distributor. And I was shocked, Hannah, that in 1 month, they were earning about $160,000.
Wow.
For work they did in 5 years.
Right.
So of course, for me, when I looked at Mining City, Hannah, every time I share the opportunity to someone and they buy mining capacity, for me, those are SIM cards. So that, you know, the more SIM cards I can have in my distributorship, the more money I will generate. So Mining City is now allowing me and anybody that same opportunity. Because, I mean, how many are we in Africa? We are probably less than 10,000. But what is the population of Africa? We are more than 1 billion people. But I challenge you today, look at your phone book. You'll realize that less than 1% of the people you have in your contacts don't know what Bitcoin is, don't know what Bitcoin mining is. So that is where the opportunity lies, to be able to educate others. And of course, not everybody will see the opportunity. And those who see will obviously give you that opportunity to build a business that can generate for you passive income from the comfort of your home. So for me, Hannah, I saw the power of leverage, and it's really working fantastic. You know, every night at midnight, you know, several thousands are coming in, and I am so glad that you share this opportunity. You do not keep it to yourself. Back to you, Hannah.
Wonderful. So what are the different, if somebody is working, basically doing marketing promotion for Mining City, what are the different methods of somebody can get paid, and how much is a potential, what can we expect? Maybe you could touch on that also.
Wonderful, Anna. So ideally there are 5 types of income streams, if we can call it that. Number 1 is what we call a referral commission, or in the normal world, they call it a sales commission. So when you interest someone and they make a decision and they buy a plan, you will earn anywhere between 5 to 10% of whatever plan they have chosen to start with, or even upgrade. The second income, Hannah, is what we call now sales commissions. So when your business, when you look at yourself in Mining City, look at yourself as a business. When your business generates about $6,000 worth of sales volume, that allows you a commission of about $200 paid in Bitcoin Vault. And that can increase, all the way to 2,800, depending on your rank and level. And then the third commission is, for me, the best, and you have taught me this. It is what we can call agency commission. The more people you grow and build in this business, as they win, as they earn, then you get, they call them matching bonuses. And that one has no limitations. That depends now on your skill and, teamwork. Are you a team player? The more you have, obviously, the more you will earn. And then the fourth commission is what we call a repurchase. You can decide to reinvest whatever you get from the mining, and a percent of that, 10 to 20% of that goes to, comes to you as a repurchase commission. And then the last one is what we call residual income. Residual income is now similar to the example I gave for SIM cards. All the people that you will use your link to get started, we call them your first generation. Whatever they mine for the month, as long as you have risen up to the first rank, you will earn at least 1% of that. So the bigger your team, the more you will earn in residual income. So those are 5, commissions available. And of course, they are really, really, really fantastic, Hannah, and I hope that's what you are sharing, so that people can see, plan 1 commission, you can see right there, 2,400, that was last night. The most exciting is what I told you, plan 2, look at that, 12,600. So the more you help others win, the more you'll earn. And that is one night, by the way, that is one night. And then plan 3 commission, you see that is what I was calling the referral commission. And then you have plan 5 up there, which is residual income. And of course, so those are the various commissions available. And remember, and what I love about this, Hannah, is that through the pandemic, the last 3-4 months, almost the entire world was in lockdown. But for us in Mining City, our incomes have gone through the roof. One of my mentors says, Hannah, that the pandemic prepared us for prosperity, and we thank God for that.
Amazing. I mean, of course, we by all means, we're not happy with that, the fact that people are suffering, but we come as a solution to so many people who basically don't have hope. So what we're really doing is here, giving hope to people. So on just to add on what he said, so these are the 3 different commissions that he's talking about, and this comes from commission. So what the mining city doing is a part of the revenue that comes into mining city, instead of paying for advertising, marketing, and promotion to agencies like TV, CNN, and so forth and so on, what mining city does is for any single person that owns mining plan in mining city, whether you own the $300, the standard, the bronze, or the silver, it doesn't really matter. Some people were asking me, is there a way to move from one share to another share, eventually go to platinum? Yes, it's possible. You could start from any of them and you can gradually build up yourself all the way to the top. So for what Mining City is doing is I'm going to give the marketing, the promotion and advertising opportunity to anyone that owns mining plan in the company. While this comes as an option, there is no pressure to do it. For those of you who are interested in creating a huge financial success for you and for your loved one, you can actually start from any of this one and build a huge business, tap into other business opportunity where Mining City is sharing revenue with you for doing some work, which is sales and marketing and promotion to people that is around you, for them to come in, obviously come in the buy. This is what we call a referral or network marketing system. That's what Mining City is building the business upon. So I hope this makes sense. And if you do that, the potential is unlimited. I mean, I purchased my mining package in July. Up until now, you know, I've grown a global business, not just in Africa, across the globe. And you know, generate really substantial income, and I've achieved what's known as financial freedom in Mining City already. And so yeah, so they come in a form of like plan one. They pay you anything between $200 to $2,400, $2,800, depending on your leadership rank. The person who brought you in will break down all this step by step for you, and then. And for helping other people to win, you get paid additional income that comes in the form of what we call matching, plan two, which is a matching bonus. Again, the person who brought you in will break it down for you. All you need to understand is the potential. And then you have plan three. Those are the three different commission that are best commission method that we have. So Mining City pays extremely well for people who are putting their time, effort, and helping this mission expand, grow a community. So, so that's basically what Mining City is doing. Just for you to understand that there is no like forcing. You don't have to do this, but if you do it, you can make unbelievable kind of income. And grow a massive business, not just in South Africa or in Africa. You can grow this business globally. I pretty much work from my home 24 hours and I have my business globally expanding without even leaving my place, like literally without going anywhere. By using the power of internet, by using the power of social media, you can expand this business. Of course, when you come in as a new person, you have no idea. If you haven't done anything like this, you wouldn't know how to do it. So coaching and mentorship comes for free for you. So how do we support you? Number one, we do this kind of presentation once a week, once a month. We have this big one, but once at least, almost every single day we do have presentation. However, at least once a week we have presentation. We have training sessions that will teach you on how to grow this business and become successful. We teach you step by step on how you build it. You learn from us. You're basically growing on top of our shoulder. You don't have to come and do trial and error because there is already a system that works. All you need to do, all you need to bring in is you buy your initial plan, whichever plan that you can afford to buy, and have the desire and hunger to succeed, and the right mindset to want to become successful. The rest is happening as a community. There is a community that is supporting you in order for you to be successful. Okay, so I hope that makes sense so far. We almost come to the conclusion and we'll be closing in the next 5 minutes. So how it works is, right after this presentation, of course, we cannot cover everything. It's also boring for you to listen to an information for more than 1 hour. So I don't want this to go for long and trying to break down everything for you. This is the only thing I can ask you is don't make this the last step. like if it doesn't make sense, don't make it the last step. So come back for the second session. Go back to the person who invited you to come and attend this presentation. Ask them for more information if you need more information. If the person who invited you is new and still learning the system, ask them to connect you to their coach. Every single person that brought you here have a coach or a mentor in this business. Make sure they connect you if they are inexperienced as yet, because they're not alone, we are behind them. On top of that, I am here, Raymond, and every single big leaders that are in this room are also there to support your growth, for you to achieve whatever you want to achieve, but basically to move from where you are to where you want to be. Where you want to be is very personal. It depends for person to person. Now with that, I want to invite James Gitau again to come in, since he's a mindset coach. And I understand one thing: when normally opportunity is presented to you and it sounds really awesome and really great, you want to, you see light at the end of the tunnel, you want to change your life, and you get excited and you go out and start talking to people. And then like the first person you talk to might actually be your wife, the wife that you sleep together in the house. And the usual reaction is people project their own fear, their own failure, their own doubts towards you. And what happens? People get discouraged, scared, because somebody have said something. So James, if you are here, please, how do we deal from the influence of negativity around us? Because most people come from failure and they're scared. Because they're scared, they project their own belief into us, and sometimes they stop you from succeeding because somebody have projected. So how should people be in this room before they go? If you could say some words for them to deal with this.
Well, thank you, Hannah. That's a very important question. First and foremost, let me admit, if you're talking to your spouse and they're doubtful, especially if it's the person who is has more authority in the house, that can be a challenge. But however, one of the things I would suggest is invite that person to one of these sessions. That's one way of doing that. Okay. Then also ask yourself if they're friends who are creating fear, just look at them and see how successful are they. If they're not that successful, it means there's something that is stopping them from being successful. And one of the things you can do is that say whatever the challenges, whatever the fear that even you might have yourself, despite all this talk that we've had here, you just say, let me take a step of faith. That's the thing you do. You take a step of faith and say, let me see what's going to happen. You might win big time. Again, who knows? You could also not win big time. But however, looking at the statistics, looking at how this has worked for me and for other people, I think it's a great opportunity. Just take a step of faith and see what happens. And again, what happens is that you take a step of faith, you see it's exciting, it's the growth of all this, and you can say, hey, let me put in some more money and see what's going to happen. So I think it's, a step of faith.
Step of faith. All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we've come to the end of the presentation for today. Exactly a month from now, we will be running a similar session, and it's my strong belief by then you have already started mining, have seen some results, and you will be inviting 5-10 people to come and attend our webinar. We will have guest speakers also exactly in a month from now. In the meantime, make sure you look out on email that we send out. Make sure you join our Facebook group where we do a lot of education and information session, and make sure you get in touch right from here. Make sure you get in touch with the person that invited you to come and attend this presentation to give you any clarity that you don't understand today. And at the end, I would like to say thank you so much for being here, for giving us the opportunity to serve you, to share this exciting information for you that we know, and we hope that will change your life and the life of so many people around you. And we look forward to welcome you on board. And let's mine cryptocurrency. Let's mine Bitcoin vaults. Together we grow. That's what we say in Mining City. Thanks so much, James, for coming here today. Thank you, Raymond, my friend. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, all the guys and every single friend here who invited their friends and their family to come and attend our presentation today. Have a great night, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Hannah. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you, Hannah.
Bye.